Happy Thursday, everyone, and welcome to Thursday's Facebook Live with the Wexford Stamper. I'm Barbara Reed, and I'm the Wexford Stamper, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Pennsylvania. A little nicer day today, I think. Today we're going to be making this cute little circle-handled treat box, and it holds 2 Ghiardelli squares. So I'm excited about this one. This is really cute, a great little party favor or a great little thinking about you kind of gift for a friend. Okay, and before we get started, I want to do one last commercial about the COVID-19 download that Stampin' Up! Is offering for a limited time. And you go on Stampin' Up's website, or you can go straight to the link at www.covid19.stampinup.com, and you get a 15-page download that has several images and sentiments that you can use to make cards to send to friends during these challenging times. So I just wanted to share some of my ideas that I used and remind you that on May 21st, that Sarah, from the CEO from the Stampin' Up! Headquarters, will be having an online stamping party where she will be making some of these cards as well. And I will make sure there's lots of links on my Facebook page so you'll know more about that as that time comes closer. All right, so let's go ahead and look at a few of the cards here. This one is Spread Germs, Not Joy, Not Germs. And if you go on my blog at thewexfordstamper.blogspot.com, I have all these pictured and I explain what materials I used from the stamp set, from the products and the stamp sets in the catalog. 6 feet apart, but still in my heart. I think that is a very cute card. Use some of my Valentines for that. This is a You Are Essential to Me. I think that's a really cute. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. And my pajama card is one of my faves. Okay, this I just used my buffalo check background stamp and made it into a pair of pajamas. Very easy. I changed out of my night pajamas into my day pajamas to send you this card. That is so cute and so specific to our times that we're living now. And here's sending joy and sunshine, not germs. And I used that cool technique that Dory taught us a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't gotten it yet, make sure you get the download by the 21st, because we will be stamping along with Sarah at headquarters, making some cards using the download. So that's my last commercial for that. Good morning, Joanne. Nice to see you. And my last commercial for this is, look what came in my mailbox. I have officially gotten a hard copy of the new Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog that launches next month. So if I have any customers that are watching this video and you would like a catalog, please make sure you message me and I will make sure you get one of these in your hot little hands. It's amazing. Right now I can't really show you the inside, but I can tell you you're going to love it when you get it. So message me and make sure, so I can make sure to get it off to the mail. I already have a order in for a box of catalogs, so they'll be here soon. All right, so let's get back to our project for today. Thanks everyone for joining. And the project we're going to be making is this cute little circle-handled box, gift bag, I guess you could call it. And I again used one of my favorites from the new catalog, and we were lucky enough to get this one from the new catalog because it was an early release, and it is amazing. It's the Ornate Garden Suite, and these are the 2 stamp sets that are in the suite. And this one I've been using a lot on my projects. This is a photopolymer with all the different sentiments, and then this is red rubber cling. And this one's great too. And today we're going to use this little geometric design here. I haven't used that at all on my projects yet, so I thought I got to do it today. So we're going to use that to decorate a little bit today. So these are the sets that are in that suite, and it is already available even though it's in the new catalog. And we're going to be using some of the dies. These are the beautiful dies that come with this set. We have the frames, the nested frames, and then we have the borders. And we're going to be using some of these cute little flowers for on our bag today. All right, so hey Bev, good morning. Hi Laura, thanks for joining. All right, so let's take those away and we will get started. Remember, you don't need to worry about writing down any of these dimensions. I'll have everything on my blog, hopefully by the end of the day. Today's a little crazy, but we are working on it. Okay, so we're gonna start with a piece of Designer Series paper, and the size of the paper is 6.5 by 5 1/4. And this is a piece of paper that is from that same suite, the Ornate Garden. Gorgeous paper, beautiful florals, and then the back has a lot of beautiful foiled designs. So this is great paper to have in your stash for spring and summer projects for sure. All right, so let's start with our paper to make our bag. And I'm going to bring in my Simply scoreboard. And on the long side, which is the 6.5 side, I'm going to score at 2 1/4, 3, 5 1/4, 6, 2 1/4, 3, 5 1/4, 6, and on the short side, just one score, and that's at 3/4. Now this paper is not directional, but if you had a paper that was directional, you want to make sure that you have it oriented that this is the bottom of your bag, because this 3/4 inch line that I'm scored here is for the bottom flap of the bag. So if you have orientation, you want to make sure that this is the top of your bag, this is the bottom when you do that final score. All right, let's go ahead and move that. I'm going to bring in my bone folder. Hope everybody's having a good day. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day out there. I have some order deliveries to make later on this afternoon. And some of those people receiving might actually be listening right now. So I'm hoping to get out and get those deliveries done by the end of the day. And it's a great day to be out there running errands. All right, so I went ahead and I folded on all my score lines. Now I'm going to go back and very gently crease all those score lines so we have nice corners for our box. Our bag, I don't know what, I keep calling it a box. All right, it's a bag, and then there's my bottom. Okay, so now I have all the scoring finished and all the creasing. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my scissors. Just a little cutting on this one, not very much. Okay, I'm holding it so that I have a very small, tiny little rectangle right there on the right-hand bottom. And I'm gonna cut that tiny little rectangle out. And then I'm gonna put a little wedge cut right in there and at the top of my bag. Okay, so this is gonna be the strip that we're gonna put our adhesive on to adhere our bag together. All right, now we're gonna stay here along that bottom strip. Remember I told you that 3/4 inch score line was making the bottom of our box. Okay, so I went through, can't see that one here. Sometimes the paper's so busy you can't see it. There we go. And I cut out my 2 little tabs. Okay, now again, I like to, since we fold it together and we can get a lot of paper stuck together in corners in the bags, I like to take a little bit off there so that when we put it together, it lays a little nicer. So that's actually all the cutting you have to do for that. Isn't that a quick, these are, you could pull these together very, very quickly and make a lot of them. And with the size of this paper, you can get several out of your 12 by 12. All right, now I'm gonna bring in my tear and tape, and this is a great adhesive to use when you're making 3D items and bags that are gonna be holding things and have a little weight to them. So this is just 2-sided tape, and I took a piece and I put it along that thin strip on the right-hand side. Okay, and I got my pick tool, and I'm going to go ahead and take off the backing on this There we go. Now I'm going to fold it over kind of on itself. Remembering right here is the sticky part. And then I'm just going to fold the other end of the bag over, and that makes a nice, clear, crisp corner for you. Okay, so you can see our bag's already coming together. Okay, so I have the crease at the back of the bag. So this is going to be the front of my bag. So when I fold over the bottom, the back full flap goes first, and then the front flap goes last, so that we have that nice clean fold at the front, rather than if we did it the other way, you'd have the back flap showing. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm just going to put a piece of tear and tape. You can use liquid glue here. I would not recommend snail because that will not hold, and you might lose your chocolates on the way to the delivery, and that would not be a good thing. So we want to make sure that it's nice and well adhered on the bottom. So I just put that piece there. Remember, I put my front flap down last. Okay, and there it is. And there's my bag. How about that? Is that easy or what? So simple to make. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and gently press in on the sides. Okay, kind of making a pleat there. Okay, I press it about halfway down. You don't have to go all the way down with that. And then I'm going to come in with my 1-inch circle punch. And if you don't have this in your stockpile, this might be something you'd want to get. This is going to be retiring at the end of this month. So I'm going to take my 1-inch circle punch and I'm going to center it so that it's in the middle. So I have about a 1/2 inch of the designer series paper on top and the bottom. And then I'm going to bring it down about a 1/2 inch. And then I'm just going to squeeze. All right. And there is my circle handle. That's how easy it is to make that little circle handle. Okay. So now we've got the box done already. We're barely into this video and we're done that part. That shows how easy and how quick you can put them together. All right, now let's go ahead and get together the materials that we need for our little embellishment on the front. Okay, we're going to be using a circle of So Saffron, and this was cut using the 2-inch circle punch. This is another one that's retiring, and the Starburst punch is retiring as well. These are a great duo to have when you need a quick embellishment for the front of a card. You can stamp your sentiment, punch it out, and then put a coordinating starburst behind it. So those are really great ones to have. So here is the circle, and then here's the starburst, and that is Mossy Meadow. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using on the front. Now I do need to do some stamping, and I told you that I pulled that pretty little design from the one set, and I'm going to just stamp that on the circle just to give it a little bit of something, something. Little interest. You can see here how I did it. It just gave it a little bit of design to it. I just always looking for ways to cover up paper that's just plain. So what I did is I just stamped half, turned it the other way, stamped half. Okay, so that's really all I did, and that really kind of made a cute little design on there. Looks almost like designer series paper. So then I'm going to take my Tombow, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little on the back of this circle, and I'm going to glue that directly down to my Mossy Meadow Starburst. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to do our little thanks. Okay, and you're going to need a 3/4 inch strip of Whisper White, and I'm going to bring in my stamp with thanks, and this is from the grabbing over here, excuse my arm, the Ornate Thanks. This is the photopolymer set that comes with the suite. So pretty. I'm going to just use the nice bold thanks there, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp that in the Mossy Meadow. And I just love the way all the colors always just coordinate with each other, and it makes it so easy to pull together a gift. So there's my thanks, nice and bold there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to just cut off a little closer to our thanks there. I might even go a little closer here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some dimensionals. These are the minis. We're going to use the regular size today. I'm going to turn this over and put the dimensionals on the back. And then I'm going to put that right on the upper portion of the circle there. Okay, so there's my thanks. All right, now the little flowers. These are some of my favorite little doodads from this set. And I took let me see if I can find them. Here we go. I took the little dies from the border set that's in the suite, and I die cut them out using terracotta tile and Rococo rose. Okay, both beautiful colors, and they're on the list of the coordinating colors. If you look on your paper, when you get your pack of paper, your 12 by 12 on the back, it has the names of all the coordinated colors so that you'll know exactly what to go with. All right, so I'm just going to take a couple of glue dots to put these on. I love these flowers. I've used them a lot. And in fact, I'm going to show you the next project for Tuesday, and I really went crazy with them on there. So these little flowers, I'm going to take, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my glue dots. I'm going to stick the flower right to one of the glue dots on the roll. And I'm going to use my pick tool, get under that, and then go ahead and put the flower right there. Okay. And then I'm going to take my second tiny Rococo rose flower, and I'm going to stick that right on the roll as well. Pick it up with my pick tool and stick it down. And there is my finished embellishment. Didn't that come out cute? So quick and easy. Now I'm going to bring in my bag, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the front using some dimensionals. I'm so excited. I have to restock all my paper and all my adhesives and things, and I can't wait to get it. I am running low. I've been a crafty girl during this quarantine time, that's for sure. So there is my box, my bag, my handled circle bag. All right, the last thing is some of my favorite ribbon. And this came out when these terracotta tile was introduced last year as an in color. Okay, and this is linen ribbon, just gorgeous. You have the terracotta tile on the side and then the linen in the center. Very pretty, nice and soft, easy to cut and tie. So I'm going to grab a slice of that. And before we tie it up, let's go ahead and put our Ghiardelli squares in. These are the regular size ones, and these fit pretty easily in there. But you can always use it you know, as any kind of box that you'd like. So I'm going to go ahead and slide these guys down in there. Okay, so they fit very nicely down in the bottom, very easily, not hard to close. And here we go with our ribbon tying. So we're going to take the terracotta tile through the circle, bring it up to the top. Okay, and now we're going to tie the ribbon. This can be a little tricky because you always want the terracotta tile side to stick out. So sometimes you got to kind of twist the ribbon so that the colored side is out. Okay, it's not too bad for the first time. I'm going to pull and tug a little bit till we get it where we like it. Pull this loop a little smaller. There we go. All right, I am liking how this turned out today. Not too much pulling and pushing today. All right, so let's go ahead and give it one more good pull. There we go. All right, now I'm going to bring in my scissors, and I'm going to cut off the lengths here of my terracotta tile. And there we go. There is one, all finished. Let me know how you like it. And remember that all the directions will be on my blog before the end of the day, hopefully. And I really appreciate you all coming and following along with my tutorial. If you want any of the products that I've showed you today, you can either message me or you can go right to my online store, which is listed on this video. So let me show you what I'm looking at for next week. This is an exciting one. I took this idea from a fellow demonstrator. Her name is Rachel Tessman, and she did this super cool technique using the embossing folder that comes with, yes, you guessed it, the ornate tiles. Okay, so this is the embossing folder. It's a floral embossing folder, and it comes with the ornate garden suite. All right, these are the 3 cards I made. Now I used some stamp sets and some punches from other suites, but I really love the effect that she shared on the embossing folder. And what you're actually going to do is, well, what I'm going to do and I'm going to show you is you're going to put some ink on the inside of your embossing folder before you run your paper through. And that's how you get that fabulous effect. I think Mango Melody might be my favorite one. Which one do you guys like better? Okay, purple, I know purple's a biggie too. And of course I had to pull in some of the beautiful little flowers from the set. And then this little wispy greens I got from using this little border die. So I'll show you all how to do that on Tuesday at 10 o'clock next week. So make sure you put me on your list of things to do on Tuesday. And I will show you how to do this really, really cool embossing folder technique. So thanks again for joining me, and have a wonderful weekend. I hope everyone is well. And watch out for me. I might be making a delivery in your neighborhood. So take care and have a wonderful afternoon.